Welcome to the world premiere of Soft Life Hard Truths podcast, where your lifestyle dreams meet bank account realities. I'm your host, Teigen Jay. Come on in. I want you guys to stay. Mhm, mhm. I'm your host, Tegan J. A little bit about me. I am just a girl, honey. I'm just a girl. Um, let's see. I am a young woman who is trying to find her way in this world. I am one of those people that want the absolute most out of life. And I know that in order to get that, I have to make the best decisions possible in order to meet that goal. And then I also have to be very strategic and smart when it comes to my finances. And so I learned that at a very young age. And so, really, ever since I graduated college, I just been like, focus on the money, focus on the money, focus on the money. I always knew I wanted a grand life. I wanted the most out of life. And so I figured I've been pretty successful, but there's definitely room to get even more successful. And so this is the birth of my new project, my new baby, Soft Life Hard Truths. I wanted to be able to share with you guys a lot of the choices that I made, where they have led me, and hopefully you guys can get a couple of nuggets from those. The purpose of this podcast is to really connect with you guys. I am really into financial literacy, and I want to be able to share the things that I've learned throughout my life, throughout my journey with you all. And I wanted to do it in a way that's relatable. I don't want to be professional, uh, corporate America. Like, I want to be relatable. I want to be real and relatable. And I figured that I could probably reach way more people through a podcast than I could just working with individuals one on one. So, here you have the birth of my new baby, Soft Life Hard Truths. And so, if you're wondering, like, who is this podcast for? This is a podcast for those individuals who want the most out of life. Like, they want a soft life, whatever soft life looks like to you, whatever luxury looks like to you, whatever your ideal life is, whatever that looks like for you, this podcast is for that person and those people that want to make the absolute best decisions that they can make possible to get them there. And a lot of those decisions will be based around your finances. And so this is a podcast to help you guys, to help educate where there may be gaps, because there are a lot of gaps when it comes to financial literacy, especially in the African American or people of color community. There are a lot of gaps. A lot of things that I've learned in my adulthood, others are being taught in elementary school, middle, high school. And so this is a way that I can kind of thrive in my passion, but also reach the masses, like be relatable. So this is going to be a laid back podcast where I'm dropping nuggets. And what you guys can expect from this podcast, you can expect for your girl Tegan Jay to be on here hosting, sharing nuggets. We're going to be talking about different topics from your physical health, your mental health, spiritual, wellness, pouring into yourself, dating, sex, real life things, and everything will revolve right back around to finances. Because in order for you to reach those real goals, whatever that is for you, your ideal goals, I already know that it goes back to finances. I already know. You don't even have to tell me, but if you want to tell me, drop it in the comments, okay? But yes, so this is a podcast for those people. If you're wanting some guidance along the way, you're wanting what can I do? You know, I want a better quality life. Um, I need more money. I need more streams of income, and it's just not financial focus. But this is a podcast that's going to tie in everything in life we do. All of the decisions that we make is going to tie in into this podcast. And so you can expect me, like I said before, your host Tegan, to be on here, but we'll also have guests, right? We'll have guests from content creators, entrepreneurs, fashion designers, Anything you think of, they'll be on this show. Okay. Um, and we're going to be dropping episodes every week. Every week, you can expect to hear from your girl and a guest, possibly. And we're going to be touching on different topics. And everything will always relate back to your finances. And hopefully, there's something that you can gain from this podcast, whether it's a small nugget, a large nugget. Hopefully, there's something you can take from this podcast and take it with you. If anything that I've said has even piqued your interest in the least amount, please subscribe now. Get in while it's hot, while it's fresh. Go ahead, get in. Like, comment, share this with somebody, because we're going to be touching on real life stuff. And just to circle back to me, a lot of people may be wondering, well, what makes you qualified to be able to give advice? I just know that if you assess all that I've done, and I will be sharing to you guys my journey throughout the episodes of this podcast. If you assess my journey and my accomplishments, and I'm not saying this in a braggadocious way at all, but I've accomplished more than the average person my age. And so I just want to share with you guys what I've learned along the way, whether it's through education, whether it's through real life experience. I want to share all of that with you guys. I want to share the wins. I want to share the losses as well, because we all know through life you're going to have losses. And hopefully you guys can learn from some of those losses and some of those hard truths. You can take that and apply to your life, and hopefully it can put you in a better position. Um, yeah, so just to kind of explain to you guys what I identify as a soft life, I will say a soft life for me is a life with ease, right? I don't have to worry about bills being paid. I don't have to worry about um, checking my account if I want to go buy something. If I want to go buy a bag, I want to be able to do that and not have to check the account, not have to move money around. If I want to just wake up one morning and say, hey, I want to go to Greece, I want to be able to book the flight and not have to request off from work. Okay. I want to be able to do that. And in order to do that, it takes strategy. It takes planning. It takes making good choices. That is what I've used a soft life freedom with my time. My ultimate goal, I want to be able to hop up and go spend time with my friends and family as I please. I don't want to be on no one else's schedule. I don't want to clock in. I don't want to have to miss out on my nephew's birthday. I don't want to miss out on a Mother's Day, a Father's Day. I want to be able to come and go as I please. Freedom with my time is a soft life for me. And in order to have freedom with the time, the money has to be in the bank. And there's a lot of things that come with that. That is what a soft life looks like to me, is being able to, and also luxury. I'm a whole Leo. I like luxury. I like nice things. And so in order to have those nice things, I need money in order to do that. I am big on luxury. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And luxury for some may differ for others, right? It's all about the person. It's all about you. So that is in essence what soft life means to me. What does soft life mean to you guys? What does that look like? Tell me in the comments. I would really like to know. Um, and also on this podcast, the other half of the name is hard truths. In order for you to grow, you're gonna have to be able to accept what is, and a lot of times, what is hard truths. Um, just to kick things off, a hard truth for me that I had to swallow is I have to do what I have to do right now in order to do what I want to do later. That is a really hard truth that I had to swallow. Probably like a couple of years right out of college. Right after college, I realized like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to just out the gate be able to do what I want to do. That passion, that thing that's inside of me is going to take some time for me to get there. I am not going to be able to get there right now. I really have to plan this out. this is actually going to take time. This is actually going to take years. Oh my God. That was really tough to swallow. I had to make a lot of, and I still am. It's sacrificial. Like, I had to make a lot of sacrifices in order to even get to where I am now on my journey. And I am not even halfway where I want to be on my journey of success, of soft life, what I define it as. That was a hard truth to swallow. What are what are some hard truths that you've had to accept throughout your life when it comes to your goals, when it comes to the quality of life that you want to live? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Um, So, like I said before, you guys, you can expect from the show for us to be dropping good gems. We're going to dive into good conversations. We're going to have great topics. We're going to go in depth. Nothing is going to be surface level, and we're going to keep it real. This is a podcast where we're going to keep it real because what's the point if we don't? And I promise to keep it real with you guys, to completely be myself. This is out of the box for me. I'm not a person that usually likes to come on social media and show themselves. Like, I'm that friend that, you know how you got some friends that will post every day on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, that they're constantly posting. They're posting their location, they're posting pictures of themselves, they're posting statuses. I'm the complete opposite. I haven't posted a Facebook status I know in probably a good 3, 4 years. The most you may get from me is a picture when I'm out and about with friends, and you might get that maybe once or twice a month, and that's being generous. I'm usually like, I wouldn't say closed off, but I'm not a social media person. So this is me stepping outside my norm. So I'm hoping to grow with you guys as you grow with me, and we build this family and this community where I can help you, you can help me, and we just continue to grow, right? Because we're learning. We want to make this a family, right? This podcast, think of it as a family. If you're younger than me, I'm your auntie. If we're the same age, I'm your sis. And if you're older, I'll be your niece. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. But yes, guys, you're in for a great deal of great things. So continue on listening, commenting, sharing. Please subscribe. We will have another episode dropping next week, and we will be getting into our topics. Um, yeah, so I'm excited. So this is the premiere, the world premiere of Soft Life Hard Truths. And so every episode, I'm going to leave you guys with a hard truth. And today, this week's hard truth is money can't buy happiness, but the lack thereof will greatly contribute to unhappiness. So we're going to unpack that really quick, right? You've all heard the saying, money can't buy happiness. How much do we believe that though? How happy do you think you would be if you didn't have any money? You couldn't pay your bills. You didn't know where your next meal was coming from. You don't know if when you get off work you're going to have a roof over your head. You don't know if when you get off work you're going to have a ride to the home that you don't know if you still have. See what I'm saying? No money in essence can't buy you happiness, but it can solve about 90% of your problems. If I was to give you $2 million right now, what percentage of your problems would that fix? What percentage? See what I'm saying? So no money can't buy you happiness, but the lack of money will cause a problem. I'm just keeping it real. I don't make the rules. That's a hard truth for you. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap this thing up. Um, Thank you guys for tuning in. If you've made it to this part, thank you so much for sticking around. I am looking forward to learning about you guys and growing from you guys. And I hope you're looking forward from the same from me. Um, I'm excited about this journey. Nervous, but excited as well. I feel like I have a lot to offer to you guys, and I think you'll benefit greatly from just taking a couple of minutes out of your day and just tuning in with Teigen. Soft life, hard truths. So It's a celebration, guys, every single time we link up, okay? Every single time we link up. So, hey, here's to softer living and truths that set you free.